everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This week, we've got teams who went in opposite directions last week. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. In the backfield is Anderson. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And a look at the defense now. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. On third down, Cutler. Incomplete into the hands of Fowler. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Let's go! Green 39!
On first down, it's Keenum. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Third down now following the completed pass. Keenum on third down. And able to find Decker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
23 yards on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. As we get a look at the defensive starters, the secondary, they're certainly going to need to be on their toes in this one.
And you know me really well. Where do I start analyzing a game? From the secondary. And these guys have to be on point today. They're facing a high-powered attack.
Let's go! Green 39!
On second down, here's Keenum. Got an open man. It's a noon one. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Red zone opportunity. Keenum going to try and throw on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. Keenum to throw for it on fourth. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Keenum now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
On 2nd and 10, Keenum. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Their big tight end. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Throwing now. Cutler on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. 2nd and 10, it's Cutler again. Screen play, Anderson. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They give it to Anderson. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Now Cutler to throw on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Anderson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. On second down, here's Cutler. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. So still in search of the first down after that last completion.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Here's Cutler to throw. It's brought in by Floyd. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And he puts it through. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Throwing on first down is Keenum. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
10 yards still left on second down.
Here we go now. Blue line it. Blue line it.
Keenum again here on 2nd and 10. To Decker over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Jets are going to have a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now it's Keenum. And that is incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here we go on 4th. Keenum. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And coming out now, the Broncos. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd down, here's Cutler. Screen play, Anderson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
And maybe expecting a throw. Cutler will throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Now Cutler to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. Now Cutler. Now Cutler in trouble. He lost the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Keenum. Wide open receiver complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Nunez got it, complete. And a loose football. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because it shows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Following the fumble recovery, it's Cutler. Ertz has it left side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, Cutler. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now. On 3rd down, Cutler. And he connects with Ertz. And he's taken down but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On first down, it's Cutler. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Jets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go.
On first and 10, Keenum. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to the air. Keenum on second down. To Decker over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go now.
On first down, it's Keenum. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Muscles him off. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
All right, here we go. Blue landing.
Keenum on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Second and 10. Keenum here again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
To throw, it's Keenum. And that will be incomplete as well. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, This feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. And the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get a hook and let him running back get outside. Because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. From the gun on third down, it's Cutler. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 36. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Jets take possession. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
First down throw. Keenum throwing the slant pattern here, complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Simple slant route, and it works to perfection.
And when you're a big-bodied receiver, you use it like it's a basketball play. Body the defender away and catch the football.
On second down, here's Keenum. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Throwing on first down is Keenum. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Keenum will try again on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, after the interception, here's Cutler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. And again on 2nd and 10, it's Cutler. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now Cutler. And that's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And it's 4th down.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New York set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Back to the air. Keenum on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards, and Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get one step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flagged.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
Now Keenum throwing on second. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, Keenum. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw on second down is Keenum. And his throw here is incomplete. Eric Decker, the intended target. And it's third and short. Now, do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on third and goal. Keenum to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now Cutler on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
But well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lopped it over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
In the backfield is Anderson. Now it's Cutler. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Anderson. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll run. Anderson able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On second down, Cutler. And that is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
And New York set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Keenum to Decker over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Keenum now on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go. 3-19.
Keenum will try again on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first down, Keenum. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there. And that leads to a New York first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Marshall will be the lone receiver right. They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to the air on second down. It's Keenum. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
1st and goal here from the 9. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Keenum throwing on second. And this is complete. It's Marshall. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They come up in an offset eye. Keenum now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On 4th down, Keenum. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Five yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Screen play. Anderson. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. He's back to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Handoff comes to Anderson. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
And now we've got a tie.
Tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody.